Welcome back to Anime Recap Channel. Today I will show you a 2022 romance anime titled Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. Yu Izumi has one bad thing happen after another in high school. Bad things always happen to him, no matter how strange the situation is. Izumi starts his second year with such bad luck that he only wants one thing: to spend more time with his sweet girlfriend Michonne Shikimori. Shikimori is popular at their school because she is cute, athletic, and kind. Izumi has seen a surprising side of his cute girlfriend. She can be very cool when the situation calls for it. When she is there to protect him and keep him safe, he doesn't have to worry about bad things happening. She is charming in every way, and he always feels his heart skip a beat when he sees her. Even though Izumi has had a lot of bad luck, the cute and cool Shikimori will change that. Want to find out more about this bizarre relationship? Stay tuned! Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. In the opening episode of the series, Yu Izumi is heading to the first day of his second year of high school without running into any obstacles. Before meeting up with his girlfriend Shikimori, who is always upbeat and has a power that is almost supernatural to keep him safe. Izumi thinks Shikimori is cute while walking, but sometimes she is very cool. During their conversation, a truck comes by and Shikimori saves Izumi while keeping a cool face. When they finally run into their buddies Shu Inozuka, Kyo Nekozaki, and Yui Hachimitsu, they learn that they will be in the same class this year. In their classroom, Izumi is about to get hit by a falling duster when Shikimori jumps in to save him, only to get hit by the duster herself. This makes Izumi apologize for his bad luck. Later, some of Izumi's classmates make fun of him by telling him to be careful, that his bad luck doesn't hurt Shikimori. They don't know it, but Shikimori hears them and gives them a scary look. Izumi and his buddies visit a bowling alley where Nekozaki and Hachimitsu advise the pro bowler Shikimori to be kind with Izumi so that she will appear more adorable. Izumi wants to impress his cute girlfriend by getting a perfect score, but bad luck keeps getting in the way. Shikimori was going to act stupid later to make herself look cute. On the other hand, Izumi cheers on Shikimori before she throws her first ball, which helps her get a perfect game. As they walk back to their house, Izumi tells Shikimori that he feels bad, that he always has to look out for him and can't do anything to make up for it. At that moment, a huge sign is about to fall on Izumi, but Shikimori stops and tells Izumi not to worry. Izumi begs Shikimori to stay by her side. Izumi sees that Shikimori has superhuman strength and tries to say something about it, but Shikimori shrugs it off and says it is just a coincidence. The classes of Shikimori and Izumi put on a sports event. Izumi decides to cheer for Shikimori because his lousy luck makes it impossible for him to keep a cool head in a game. Later, it turns out that both are competing at the same time. When the games begin, Izumi plays soccer and tries to stop falling but fails. Shikimori continues to try and send him good luck, but it doesn't work. The ball strikes him in the head. In order to make him feel better, Shikimori brings him to the nurse's office. She brings water and says she can't believe how often curses happen to Izumi. She finds a scar under his hair on his face, and when she asks Izumi about it, he says that he has scars all over his body because he has been hurt a lot. Shikimori tells him not to be afraid because she will look out for him. Izumi tells her that he can also protect her just as she is about to leave. When Shikimori hears this, she makes fun of him by telling him that she can't just go and hide in his blanket, which flusters Izumi with all kind of dirty thoughts. The next day, Inozuka gets movie coupons from his part-time job, but he gives them to Izumi because he doesn't have time to go to the movies. Shikimori keeps watching the whole scene, getting angry. Suddenly, Izumi invites her and she says yes with a happy look. At home, Izumi packs a bag with everything he needs to fight his usual bad luck. He does this because he remembers how his lousy luck ruined his previous dates with Shikimori. However, he ends up putting together a heavy bag that was hard to carry and made him fall. Shikimori, on the other hand, can't decide what to wear, so she tries on different clothes while reading a magazine about how to look pretty with little effort. Her brother talks over her and tries to ask a question, but she won't answer with a red face. Izumi sees her again the next day and her look stuns him. When they get to the theater, she picks a horror movie, even though Izumi thinks he would pick a romance or sports movie. Even though Izumi is scared of horror movies, he thinks he will finally show her how manly he is. But the opposite happens. Izumi gets scared and Shikimori must calm him down. They visit a bakery after the movie, but despite his efforts, Izumi misplaces his wallet. Sad. They run into his parents, who invite Shikimori to dinner. Izumi's mother makes Shikimori a feast which she loves. After they finish eating, Matoko's mother thanks Shikimori for being patient. Izumi's kind and friendly personality come from the fact that he was hurt a lot as a child, but that didn't break his spirit. Shikimori tells Motoko that she will keep fighting for him. Even Shikimori's mother likes how cool she is, and she starts to think of her as Shikimori's girlfriend, which surprises Shikimori. When Izumi wakes up from his nap, he finds Shikimori playing video games with his father. Shikimori assures Izumi that they would watch a movie the next time as he walks her home. Shikimori takes cooking classes with Motoko at a later date. Motoko keeps bothering Shikimori, which makes her nervous. Then Motoko trips and drops a knife, which falls towards Shikimori but is caught by her intuition. When Izumi and his friends get to the town on the river, they decide to have a barbecue. When Izumi sees how bad Inuzuka is with a knife, he offers to cook for him. He turns out to be a good cook, which makes Shikimori want to try cooking herself. Izumi is shocked by how bad her food is, but he forces himself to eat it all because he knows how hard she worked on it. This makes Shikimori promise to get better at cooking. Later, Izumi makes a sweet dessert out of snacks and asks Shikimori to eat it because he made it especially for her. Shikimori likes the dessert and jokes with Izumi that she could eat it daily. They then go swimming and, as usual, Shikimori saves Izumi in a predictable drowning situation. As they all nod off on the train, Izumi reflects on how fortunate he is to have met his buddies. Shikimori wakes up and moves his head onto Izumi, sleeping on Inuzuka's shoulder. Izumi later returns home to recuperate after becoming tanned, but he invites Shikimori to go with him when he learns that there will be fireworks. Izumi is giving a yukata by Motoko to wear. The girl's brother helps her put it on. They meet at the entrance to the festival and go to a few booths before getting cotton candy. Izumi wants to buy Shikimori a gift, but she's still sad that she can't do anything for her in return. She says that all she wants is to see him happy. Then they go to a shooting game, where Shikimori easily wins a wolf-stuffed animal, which impresses both Izumi and the game's operator. They find their friends and play a game called Goldfish Scooping. Nekozaki has to stop Shikimori from getting too competitive with Inuzuka during the game. Izumi offers to carry her because she has injured her feet, but he claims that his father told him about a particular location to view the fireworks. Shikimori, on the other hand, was initially unsure about taking up the offer. Surprisingly, Izumi carried her to the secret place his father had told him about. When they get to the top of a hill, Izumi says that he wanted to invite Shikimori last year but was afraid to. She admits that she was waiting for him then, but is happy to see fireworks with him today. Izumi trips as they're getting ready to leave, but his father saves him. He says he was there with Motoko. The school's cultural festival is about to begin. Izumi says how cute Shikimori looks in her animal cafe costume. On the first day, Izumi is so busy with work that he almost trips, but Shikimori gets there in time to catch him. Students who share a number snap photos of one another before dating in a couple's number game. When Shikimori discovers that she did not receive the same couple numbers game number as Izumi, she becomes envious. Izumi tells Kamiya the story of Shikimori and himself because he thinks she might like Shikimori. At the cultural festival from the year before, Izumi and Shikimori both got the same number, but Izumi dropped the slip and was taken out of the picture. But the president made an exception for them after hearing how badly he wanted it. After that, Izumi asked Shikimori for a date, and the two started going out. Back in the present, it turns out that Kamiya's number was the same as Izumi's. The next day is Shikimori's birthday. Izumi gives her a heart locket. Shikimori tells Izumi that he likes the way he is and that he should never change. Izumi assures her that she changed him for the better and makes a commitment to keep getting stronger so that she can feel comfortable around him. Shikimori starts crying and hugs him, telling him he will never leave his side. In the next scene, Izumi's friends want him to join them on a planned trip, but he wouldn't go because his bad luck almost got them hurt. Shikimori and her brother Fuji are shopping for clothes for a date with Izumi. In a flashback, we see a younger Shikimori who was also good at karate. Fuji told her one day that he was leaving karate, and that she should be herself and not try to be like him or their mother. She thus decides to give up karate, transform into a lovely lady, and find love after reading a romance manga. She first met Izumi on the day of her entrance exam for high school. She found his exam ticket in a tree, but she was worried that she had given him a bad first impression. But on their first day of high school, they ran into each other again. Izumi was glad to see she was okay and told her how happy he was to see her. She fell in love with him because of this. Shikimori sees a cute lipstick in the present, but when she sees how much it costs, she decides not to buy it. After they have selected what to wear, Fuji gives Shikimori the lipstick she requested as a surprise. Shikimori leaves for her date while Fuji looks on with pride. On their date in an amusement park, they go on a ride based on the story of Sleeping Beauty. When Izumi inquires about her dreams, she replies that her dream was to fall in love, which has now materialized. Izumi falls asleep near the end, so Shikimori goes to kiss him but can't because the ride is over. Then they have a great time at the park. When it gets dark, they go to a fancy restaurant. After he leaves, Shikimori thinks about the park's commercial, which shows a couple kissing. Then she asks Izumi to do the thing from the ad, but he does other things in the video instead. Izumi finds out what she meant later. Then they get on a gondola ride, but they are stuck when the power goes out. Izumi remembers that Shikimori was afraid he would drift away from her because they could only see each other. He kisses her on the cheek and tells her he loves her and will always be there for her. As soon as the lights come back on, Shikimori hugs him tightly and says that she is happier than in any dream. So guys, that is it for today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more anime recaps. Goodbye until the next video.